Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Good evening, and welcome to the Lamar University College of Arts and Sciences Commencement Ceremony, May 17, 2019. My name is Lynn Maurer, and I serve as the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. We have gathered on this special occasion to acknowledge and honor our graduates for their tireless efforts, remarkable dedication, and deserved achievements in the demanding and competitive arena of higher education. For years, our graduates have been striving to reach the educational milestones that we celebrate this evening. Graduates, this phase of your life, and of your life's journey, is now complete. Sincere congratulations to each of you. We now challenge you to continue to learn, to apply your knowledge, and to excel throughout your personal and professional lives. Please turn your attention to the video screens and hear from some of our 2019 graduates about their time at LU.
Lamar in general surprised me.
The first week of class was kind of the moment I realized there were a lot of brilliant students at Lamar.
You can become a leader on your campus and make an impact.
It really feels like home whenever you hear your family.
It's a beautiful campus. I love the aesthetics of Lamar.
It's really about engaging yourself and being, open to new experiences.
They are really pushing Lamar University to become a 21st century university.
This is the key university to attend to see that growth within yourself.
Once you graduate, you're not the same freshman that enter.
And there is no better place to find opportunity than Lamar University.
Learning is not all about the classroom, not sitting in a classroom just learning from a teacher or from a PowerPoint. It's really about engaging yourself and being, open to new experiences.
I feel as if I've gotten the vast majority of my leadership skills from being involved in student organizations on campus. The moment I joined my fraternity, I dove in head first and didn't realize when I was a freshman that I was developing those leadership skills. And joining student organizations placed me in positions and in situations where I was forced to make leadership decisions.
Study abroad was very refreshing and very exciting. It was the first time that I went outside of the U.S. by myself and learning more about Italy and what they do to help with the psychological aspects of things for people. I think that was really cool. It helped me kind of understand what I wanted to do with my life, which is to help people in that kind of realm.
I've done 2 internships and another research project here at the university, all in the realm of cancer. I hope on a resume it gives me a leg up, but I know that intellectually it gives me a leg up because it's a completely different mindset and to a certain extent than when you're in a classroom.
When I came here, I was blessed and really fortunate to, have professors and have people around me that were doing such amazing things.
I think that working with other students at Lamar in a professional setting is really important. It's given me the opportunity to meet people from different backgrounds. And that's a huge thing going into today's job market, and finding a way to create a culture within the group that's conducive to everyone being at 100% of the time.
If I had to tell like a family member or friend as to why they should come to Lamar University, I would tell them to come because of the ample opportunities that were given to them, honestly.
In order to succeed in your career after college, you need opportunities while you're in college. And there is no better place to find opportunity than Lamar University.
Being able to go study abroad or be a part of research and be a part of Greek life and having leadership opportunities, Lamar provides you with that. Lamar gives you a platform where you can go and just be yourself. I'm gonna miss, hanging out in the quad, sitting right over there. I'm just gonna miss having that connection, getting to really bring out the spirit of Lamar. I'm gonna miss the moments that I had here.
I've been blown away by how incredibly willing professors and faculty and staff and administration are at Lamar. And they're going to go out of their way, they're going to move mountains to make sure that you get to do the things you want to do and have the opportunities that you want to have. All you have to do is ask, and I think that's something that's really, really special and unique to Lamar University.
Tonight, the college will recognize 482 graduates. Our graduates come from 7 different nations outside the United States, from 20 states other than Texas, and from 124 cities and towns from every region within the state. Candidates, many people have supported you throughout your life and your studies, and I would like for you to please join me as we express our appreciation to them. Will the parents of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? Will the grandparents of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? Will the spouses, children, and grandchildren of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? Will the friends and other relatives of our candidates and anyone else I might have missed please stand and receive our applause? This evening, we share the joy of commencement with all of you. Thank you for celebrating with us. At the heart of Lamar is a supportive and nationally acclaimed faculty. They have provided our graduates with a contemporary and valuable higher education that is second to none. Due to the diligence and efforts of Lamar's faculty, our graduates are knowledgeable, highly skilled, and fully prepared for life and career. Will our faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the platform participants for this evening's event. As I call your names, will the platform members in row 1 please rise and remain standing? To my right, in row 1, Dr. Kenneth Evans, President of Lamar University. Dr. James Marquardt, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Joe Nordgren, Acting Associate Provost. Dr. Brenda Nichols, Vice Provost for Digital Learning. Mr. Craig Ness, Vice President for Finance and Operations. Dr. John Bello Aguno, Senior, Vice President, Diversity and Inclusion. And Dr. Vicki McNeil, Vice President for Student Affairs. To my left in row 1, Mr. Dan F. Smith, our guest speaker, who will be introduced more formally later in the program. Mr. Juan Zabala, Vice President, University Advancement. Mr. Bill Scott, Chairman of the Board of Regents. Dr. Paul Bernazzani, Interim Associate Dean and Acting Assistant Provost for Programming, Science, and Technology. Mr. Damon West, tonight's student speaker, who will also be more formally introduced later in the program. And Dr. Rebecca Boone, Interim Associate Dean. Row 1 may be seated. As I call your names, will the platform members in row 2 now rise and please remain standing. To my right in row 2, Dr. Stacy Knight, representing the Faculty Senate and Assistant Professor, Joanne Gay Dishman School of Nursing. Dr. Zhang Yang Lei, Interim Chair, Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. Dr. Randall Terry, Interim Chair, Department of Biology. Dr. Kevin Dodson, Dean, Riode Honors College. Dr. William Harn, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies. Dr. Katrina Brent, Assistant Provost for Enrollment Management. And Mr. Marco Bourne, Director of Athletics. To my left in row 2, Dr. Stefan Andre, Chair, Department of Computer Science. Dr. Joseph Kruger, who is standing in for Dr. Jim Jordan, Chair, Department of Earth and Space Science. Dr. Jim Sanderson, Chair, Department of English and Modern Languages. Dr. Mark Mengerink, Interim Chair, Department of History. Ms. Rachel Klaus, who is standing in for Ms. Julie Alford, Director, Applied Arts and Sciences and General Studies. Mr. Norman Ballard, Assistant to the President for Community Relations. Row 2 may be seated. As I call your names, will the platform members in row 3 please rise and remain standing? To my right in row 3, Dr. Edith Kirk, Chair, Department of Psychology. Dr. Thomas Sowers, who is standing in for Dr. Terry Davis, Chair, Department of Political Science. Dr. Philip Cole, Chair, Department of Physics. Dr. Cynthia Stinson, Chair, Joanne Gay Dishman School of Nursing. Dr. Jeremy Alm, Chair, Department of Mathematics. To my left in row 3, Dr. Robert Worley, who is standing in for Dr. Stuart Wright, Chair, Department of Sociology, Social Work, and Criminal Justice. Dr. Serdar Ilban, Associate Professor of Voice and tonight's vocalist. Dr. Catalina Castillon, Associate Professor of Spanish and one of tonight's readers. Mr. Jesse Dwaran, Instructor of English and also one of tonight's readers. Mr. David Short, Registrar. It is likewise my pleasure to recognize Dr. Andrew McMahon and members of the Lamar University Brass Ensemble. It is always a joy to hear them perform. There are a few more special guests that are joining us this evening. Please welcome the spouse of Mr. Dan Smith, Sandy, their daughter Brooke Lenker and her husband Matt, and Mr. Smith's grandchildren, Ethan, Camden, and Abby Lenker. We are so happy to have you. Thank you for celebrating with us. We are honored and privileged to have with us Dan F. Smith to present the commencement address. Mr. Smith is the former Chief Executive Officer at Lyondell Chemical Company, a graduate of Lamar University, a distinguished alumnus, and namesake for the Lamar University Department of Chemical Engineering. Mr. Smith is a native of Port Arthur. He received his Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering in 1969, and when he walked the stage at commencement, he had already been working at Atlantic Richfield Company as one of Lamar's first co-op students. The company hired him, and that is where his career launched. Mr. Smith has since had a distinguishing career and is widely recognized as an expert in the chemical engineering field, as well as an international businessman with extensive experience at the highest levels. When Mr. Smith retired from Lyondell after it was acquired by Basel in 2007, it was North America's third largest independent, publicly traded chemical company and a global leader in the manufacture of chemicals and polymers. The company had headquarters in Houston, but operated on 5 continents and employed 11,000 people worldwide. Please welcome with me distinguished Lamar alumnus, Mr. Dan F. Smith.
Thank you very much for that lovely introduction. Let me start by telling you how honored and privileged I am to get to share this important and memorable day in your lives. Congratulations to you for your determination, your planning, your tenacity, your dreaming, your penny pinching, and even the all-nighters that have culminated in this day right now. Let me say congratulations also from an employer's perspective. I think we do a better job here at Lamar of producing individuals ready and eager to join the workforce than any other major university. Today we're focused on you, as we should be. But I was going to ask you to recognize all the members of your family and support groups, but Dr. Lamar already did such a good job with that, I'm not going to make you go through that again. But please, don't forget them later. They had a lot to do with your success as well. It's been 50 years, almost to the day, since I sat where you are today. A lot has changed in those years. Can you even imagine a world without cell phones, much less smart ones? Without cable TV with its 24-hour news cycle? Without internet with its instantaneous coverage of the world? And of course, social media with all of its charms. But while all that has changed around us, the meaning of a college degree has not. Your degree will allow you to do the same thing that mine allowed me to do. Practice what I hope my profession would be. Your degree does not mean that you've made it, however. It rather means that you're disciplined and qualified to continue your educational journey. It's kind of like receiving a permit to enter a part of the workforce not open to you previously. So congratulations again. Your real practical learning begins now and will continue for the rest of your life. I read a tweet posted by one of you that said, "I've grown so much in 4 years, but my growth does not stop here. Graduation is only another flower on my stem. I can't wait to see what else blossoms from here. Thank you to everyone who nourished my soil." Much will happen from here. Your life is just beginning, and you will gain many new skills. I'm a prime example. Consider that I saved my most dreaded required course in my degree plan for my last semester here at Lamar. That course was freshman speech. I was terrified to get up in front of an audience and speak, so I put it off until I could not graduate without completing it. But now here I am in front of this wonderful audience, so I guess it took. At this 50th anniversary of receiving my degree in chemical engineering, I thought it might be useful to share some of my experiences, things I learned after graduation, things to do, or as importantly, not to do, both organizationally and professionally. First, you must find your true life's work. I'm a strong believer in spending the time and energy to find your place in life, the place that you will devote yourself to, the place where you will make a difference, where the world will be different only if you are making it so. No matter where you work and what you do, if you can't put your heart into it, you will not be successful. Approach your vocation, your life in general, with humility and integrity, but also devotion to that which you are passionate about and where you can have a positive impact. This means that you have to continually learn. You have to listen, you have to observe, and you have to learn what inspires you and, importantly, what does not interest you. I didn't find my life's work quite this way. When and where I grew up, I did not have the wide world view that you have today. Instead, in my hometown of Port Arthur, I have a more limited view of the world around me. I was financially motivated and observed that those who made out well financially were doctors, lawyers, or engineers. I couldn't stand the sight of blood, so that ruled out becoming a doctor, and I couldn't stand the sight of lawyers, so that was eliminated. That left engineering, and at that time, chemical engineers were receiving the highest starting salaries. But importantly, I learned that no matter what my degree was in, I had to find the work that I could do, and I could not wait to get to every day. Fortunately, as it worked out, I found my passion, building great teams and leading them to build great companies, all through my engineering degree. The second thing I learned after graduation was to respect others always. It's very likely you will not like everyone you work with. Regardless, you need to respect them. Everyone is human. Respect that humanity. You're starting your work career at a time when teamwork is almost universally emphasized in the work world. The old days of dog eat dog and hoarding information for personal gain no longer prevail. You have to respect and get along with everyone. Now, I'm not saying you have to vacation with these folks, but I am saying that when it comes to working in teams, you're going to need different perspectives, varying ideas, and opinions. When I've had the chance to build a team, the very first criteria was to choose people from different backgrounds and different life experiences. Diversity with a big D is the key to solid, transformative teams. You need team members from different educational backgrounds, different ethnic backgrounds, different geographical backgrounds, and people with varied life experiences. Case in point, the company I led for many years began as a two-plant company with both plants and the headquarters all in Harris County. We grew from that two-plant company to one with dozens of plants spread over 5 continents with some 11,000 employees. In the early days of Harris County only, the emphasis on expertise was narrowly defined to what it took to succeed in Harris County. But as we grew, it became essential that we develop much greater diversity to know how to operate and succeed around the world. If you cannot understand your local markets and environments, you cannot succeed. I learned about diversity from practical experiences, not political pressure. Embrace diversity and work in teams, and you will succeed. I've always said that I was best served to have people around me who were smarter than I was and who had backgrounds and skills that I lacked. With that kind of team, we could tackle any challenge we encountered. The skill of how to work in teams is something I learned after college. You need to be selfless and open, sharing your ideas and listening to those from others. But you do have to sell your ideas. Convince others with your learnings, experience, and background while absorbing input from those around you to improve your ideas. Don't be afraid to try to influence others. Sitting on the sidelines will not get you far. The practice of asserting myself, making observations, and speaking out led me from one opportunity to another in my career. You have to step out of your comfort zone, even though you will stub your toe every once in a while. I don't know anyone who has been highly successful who did not endure a major failure somewhere along the way. I almost think that if you have never failed at something, you probably have not tried hard enough to succeed. Often through failure, you learn more than through success. At the same time as you are asserting yourself and selling your ideas, you have to remain cooperative. You need to be able to get along with everyone, encouraging others to share their ideas. Some people are shy and reticent to share. You'll need to foster a team atmosphere that encourages mutual sharing, even from those reluctant to open up. In the 7 mergers and acquisitions I've been involved in over the years, many times we were disappointed in the quality of the organizations we acquired. But we never failed to learn something from these organizations. I would say no matter who you encounter, you will learn something of value if you're open to learn, to pay attention, and to draw them out. You have to be willing to openly engage with all types of people. Teamwork will be paramount to your success. Next, learn flexibility. Things don't always seem fair and don't always seem like they work. But if you keep plugging away and believe in yourself and your ideas and the people around you, you can accomplish a lot. Still, sometimes life introduces interruptions and you have to roll with what is given. I had the privilege of being the first chemical engineer in Port Arthur to be denied a work-related deferment from the draft, and thus received a draft notice shortly after I graduated. So I scrambled and joined the Air Force because that was the only branch of the service that utilized chemical engineers as chemical engineers. I was rewarded by being selected to attend the Defense Information School at Fort Benjamin Harris in Indiana to take an intense course in journalism and photojournalism that led to editing a base newspaper for almost 4 years. This detour was certainly not in my life plan, but my mother always said it was probably a good thing because it was the first major thing in my life that I could not control. I was forced to learn flexibility. When I got out of the service, I returned from my leave of absence to the refinery where I'd worked before the Air Force. It was a very different place from the one I had left. It had undergone several ownership and thus organizational changes and was now owned by the U.S. arm of a European company. It had become small in its thinking and small in its practices. Indeed, my boss developed the unseemly practice of taking technical reports that I authored and replacing my name with his, claiming them as his work. That was one of the standout observations I made about leadership. Anyone can be an example, even if it's a bad one. It's often as or more important to learn what not to do. Fortunately for me, my adventurous bride encouraged me to seek other employment, which I did, landing back with Atlantic Richfield Company, which was the original owner of the refinery where I worked. That began a long journey through multiple locations and jobs that has numbered more than 20 moves during our married life. Among my adventures building my career, one of my experiences with ARCO stands out. I was privileged to be a corporate executive and thus granted the right to park in executive parking below the ARCO Tower in Los Angeles. There, the elevator was an express elevator directly to the top 2 floors, bypassing 40-plus floors and the whole organization. A terrible way to run an organization. I learned again something not to do. When Lyondell grew very large and we had a couple of thousand folks in our headquarters, I loved coming into the office in the morning in a full elevator with folks who would speak up and introduce themselves if we had not met, eager to speak up and unafraid. They were not fearful to approach, which made me feel good. It was the kind of organization I wanted to lead, knowing what not to do. Finally, learn to gauge your happiness factor. If you get up in the morning and you're not enthusiastic about going to work, you have to question why. If the work environment does not work for you, does not provide sufficient challenge or opportunity, it's time to change it. If it's work, find different work. You have to be happy in what you're doing. You will spend a tremendous amount of your life at work, and if it's not satisfying, you are wasting your life, and as importantly, you will bring that unhappiness home to your family, and that is not fair to them. The people in your life are your greatest asset. Life experience is all about the people around you and living through the good, the bad, the challenging, and the exhilarating with them. That's what brings happiness. Discern what makes you happy and pursue it for you and for those others in your life. And when all is said and done, I hope you can share the sentiment of another tweet one of you posted that said, "I may have taken the road less traveled, but I wouldn't change the route." Cherish this day that launches the next step in your educational journey. You are now free to seek your life's work. My hope for you is that you find the inner strength to respect all people, that you learn to embrace diversity in all of its forms, and that you learn to work in teams that encourage creativity and new thoughts and ideas that advance organizations to that next level of progress. That you roll with what comes your way, recognizing that unfairness and opportunities, as well as interruptions, are all life lessons and must be taken in stride. Along the way, you may be inspired to good works, but also realize what doesn't work and make decisions accordingly. And finally, choose happiness and live for the people around you. Life is all about those relationships. When you forget these tidbits or feel off course, come back here and walk the campus and remember all you accomplished here. And then sit in the Setzer Student Center under those flags and meditate on the words printed on them. You may not remember anything I've said, but those flags sum up my message. Lead, learn, inspire, innovate, transform, engage, and invent. It has been a great privilege for me to be with you here tonight, and again, congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Smith, for your encouraging remarks and for your invaluable support for Lamar University. I would now like to introduce tonight's student speaker, Mr. Damon West. Damon is graduating tonight with his Master of Science in Criminal Justice. He was a college quarterback, and after a life-changing event, he now works for the Provost Humphrey Law Firm. He brings an interesting and intriguing story, which I will let him tell you directly. Please welcome Mr. Damon West.
Thank you, Dean Maurer, for that suspenseful introduction. I like that. Dr. Evans, thanks a lot. Good to be here today. To all my peers, to all the family members of all the graduates, thank you for letting me talk to y'all tonight. You know, it's a great honor to be here tonight and celebrate with y'all to get these degrees that we're getting, and I'm getting my master's in criminal justice. But before I get into my presentation, there's a few people I need to recognize tonight. People with Lamar University ties, too. My mother and father, Bob and Jeannie West, right over there. I love y'all, Mom. Love you, Dad. They met at Lamar University in the 60s in the old McDonald gym when my mother was a cheerleader at a basketball game, right? My father was a sports writer for the school newspaper, the Redbird. So I got a lot of deep ties to Lamar. My fiance, Kendall Romero, and her daughter, Clara. Hey, Clara. What's going on, Clara? Kendall's class of 2009 here at Lamar University. And, about a year ago when I was talking to Kendall for about a month trying to decide whether or not I wanted to go back to school after 20 years of being out, Kendall helped me make that decision by telling me one day, Damon, you either are going to get into this school or you're going to stop talking about it. So, Kendall, I appreciate the push. Thanks, baby. There's a few of my peers I want to recognize that are here tonight, too. Ray Scrives and Richard Santisteban, where are y'all right now? Right there, guys. I had almost every class with these guys in criminal justice. Ray is the sheriff of Hockley County, and Richard Santisteban is a sergeant in the Dallas Police Department. And Richard and I actually kind of crossed paths a little over a decade ago, didn't we, Richard? Yeah, we sure did. You'll hear more about that. I learned a lot from these men, and these men come from a different part of the criminal justice complex than I come from. These guys are heroes. They're out there every day risking their lives. And I learned so much from them and from my other peers, and I hope that my other peers learned a little bit from me with my unique perspective on the criminal justice complex. There is one other person I want to thank here tonight, but he's not here, but it's Dr. Jimmy Simmons. And Dr. Simmons, when he was president of the university in 2015, wrote a letter to the parole board asking them to let me out of prison, and when I'm out, I could get into Lamar University's criminal justice master's program because he thought I'd be a good student in it. I mean, who would have thought? I mean, I doubt parole gets a lot of letters like that, but actually my parole officer is here tonight. Thanks for coming out and support me, Ms. Braggs. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, enough of the teasers about prison. Let's talk. 10 years ago, on May 18th, 2009, a jury in Dallas, Texas, sentenced me to life in prison for my role in an organized crime scheme for a bunch of drug-related burglaries in uptown Dallas. They called them the uptown burglaries, where, Richard, you were a cop, right? That's right. Because of the consequences of my choices, because I so violated the social contract, I abdicated my liberties and my freedoms and exchanged that for a 10-by-12 cell in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I went from being Damon West to Inmate West, number 1585689. I'll never forget that number, y'all. People ask me all the time, Damon, what lessons did you learn from prison? What'd you pick up along the way? And I could point back to one lesson, one person in particular that taught me a lesson that got me through there. It was a guy named Mr. Jackson, and Mr. Jackson was an older guy that I met in Dallas County Jail before I went to prison, before I caught that chain bus. And he saw me struggling a lot. He saw me struggling to stay positive. I was waiting to get transferred to prison to start serving a life sentence. And so he would always come check on me. And one morning he came and checked on me. He said, West, I want you to imagine prison as like a pot of boiling water, all right? He said, anything we put in that pot of boiling water is going to be changed by the heat and the pressure inside that pot. Prison's hot, y'all. He said, I want to put 3 things in that pot of boiling water and watch how they change: a carrot, an egg, and a coffee bean. He said, first things first. He said, if I put a carrot into that pot of boiling water and drop it into that pot, he said, what happens to the carrot? I said, Mr. Jackson's going to turn soft. He said, that's right. The carrot went in there hard but got soft. He said, carrot got beat down. He said, you don't want to be the carrot. He said, what about the egg, Wes? I said, well, Mr. Jackson, the egg turns hard like a hard-boiled egg. He said, that's right. He said the egg had a hard outer shell which protected him physically, unlike the carrot. But inside, that soft liquid core turned hard too. He said his heart got hard. He said if your heart becomes hard, you're incapable of giving and receiving love. He said, you do not want to be the egg. He said, but West, what about that coffee bean? And I had no clue. And Mr. Jackson said, you know, for a college boy, you're not too smart, West. He said, if I drop a coffee bean into that pot of boiling water we call prison, you have to change the name of the water to coffee. He said the coffee bean, the smallest of these 3 things, had the power to change the entire atmosphere inside that pot. He said, if you were going to survive prison, you're going to be like that coffee bean. He said, everybody in life puts that energy, negative or positive. He's telling me about the laws of attraction, right? He said, whatever kind of energy you put out, you get back. He said, if you walk around negative with a frown on the face all the time, he said, you'll attract that same kind of inmate. It's a dangerous endeavor in there. He said, but you walk around positive, Wes, with a smile on your face all the time, and you let those guys know they're not getting you no matter what they do. He said, you'll change that prison from the inside out. He said, but the best part is the other coffee beans in prison will find you because of your energy. And with that, I was off to TDCJ to face my biggest fears. And, you know, it didn't really come with a roadmap of how to be a coffee bean, because having Mr. Jackson tell me about being a coffee bean and actually applying, there are 2 different things. Prison was hard at first, y'all, especially that life sentence building. But once I changed my mindset and I quit looking at prison as a punishment and started looking at prison as an opportunity, I found out how to be that coffee bean. I've got 5 ways of being the coffee bean, and I'm going to share with you tonight. The first rule about being a coffee bean is your body language. Your body language speaks volumes before you ever say a word. That's right. When you walk into a room, turn a smile on, because you can change the energy in that room just like that. So you got to change your body language. That's the first rule about being a coffee bean. The second rule about being a coffee bean is you have to get up and go get it every day, y'all. You got to get up and work out. And I'm not talking about physical workout. I'm talking about 3 different areas you have to work out in: spiritually, mentally, and physically. You got to get up and go get it every day. Spiritually working out, what are you doing every day to put back into the stream of life? You know, how are you treating other people? Do you owe someone an apology? Do you tap into something spiritually every day, every week, every month, every year? If you don't, it's a big universe out there, y'all. You should really consider it. And mentally, what are you feeding yourself? You know, what kind of books do you read? What kind of videos do you watch? What kind of websites do you go to? What are you feeding yourself mentally? And physically, are you taking care of yourself? Are you giving your body enough rest? You putting the right fuel in? Take care of that temple, that body that you have. The third rule about being a coffee bean is the secret to life. And y'all, it took me going through a maximum security prison to learn what the secret to life was. The secret to life is real simple, though, y'all. It's one sentence. The secret to life is serving others and being humble. Servant leadership. Servant leadership's about helping other people achieve their goals in life, raising other people up to a different level, because we all got help along the way. None of us got where we are by ourselves, did we? It took servant leadership from someone else. So go apply that servant leadership. Help other people. The fourth rule about being a coffee bean is knowing what you control. To control is a hard thing for me, y'all. I had this idea of control in my head all my life, and I learned in prison that there are only 4 things that I control in life, and they're the same 4 things you control. You control what you think, what you say, what you feel, and most importantly, because everybody's going to see this, what you do. What you think, what you say, what you feel, what you do. If it's outside of that, you don't control it. Coffee beans, don't even worry about that. And the 5th rule about being a coffee bean, and this is the important one, y'all. The 5th rule about being a coffee bean is this. Your past does not define you. No, it doesn't define you. If my past defined me, I wouldn't be in front of y'all tonight. Your past is your lesson. Learn from your past. Apply that past, y'all. That's right. Your present today, that's a gift. You're graduating from Lamar University, y'all. I mean, that is a gift. I mean, what more could you ask for in life? Today is a gift. Take advantage of that. But the future, that's what I want to talk to you about. The future, that's your motivation, y'all. The future is your motivation, but pick the right goals to be motivated by. Don't chase things around that are going to control you. I meet more people out here that are locked up than I ever did meet in prison. More people are in prison by thoughts than by steel bars. You better believe that. Your past is your lesson. The present is a gift. And the future, that's your motivation. So as we leave here tonight, we go out. Every good presentation has to end with a call to action, y'all. And this is no different. I'm going to give you a call to action tonight. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you the same call to action that Mr. Jackson gave me almost 10 years ago exactly in that jail cell in Dallas County. My call to action to each one of y'all tonight, graduated, and everybody in this room and all the instructors, my call to action to everybody in this arena tonight is go out there and go be that coffee bean. Class of 2019, thanks a lot, y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Evans.
Thank you, Damon, for your reflection and your inspiring story. We will now continue with the certification of graduates. Will the candidates for the master's degree and Dr. Bilharn please rise and remain standing? Candidates for the master's degrees. Please remain standing while I announce the others. When your department or program is called, will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise and remain standing? The Department of Biology and Dr. Randall Terry. The Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry and Dr. Zhangyang Lei. The Department of Computer Science and Dr. Stefan Andre. The Department of Earth and Space Sciences and Dr. Joseph Kruger, standing in for Dr. Jim Jordan. The Department of English and Modern Languages and Dr. Jim Sanderson. Applied Arts and Sciences and General Studies, and Ms. Rachel Klaus, standing in for Julie Alford. The Department of History and Dr. Mark Mengerink. The Department of Mathematics and Dr. Jeremy Alm. The Joanne Gay Dishman School of Nursing and Dr. Cynthia Stinson. The Department of Physics and Dr. Philip Cole. The Department of Political Science and Dr. Thomas Sowers, standing in for Dr. Terry Davis. The Department of Psychology and Dr. Edith Kirk. The Department of Sociology, Social Work, and Criminal Justice, and Dr. Robert Worley, standing in for Dr. Stuart Wright. President Evans, on behalf of the faculty, the College of Arts and Sciences, I am pleased to verify that the candidates who have met all of the requirements for their listed degrees.
Thank you, Dean Maurer. Graduates, congratulations. Shortly, I'm going to shake your hand. And when I do that, I want you to know two things. One, I celebrate your culmination of this part of your journey. And the other is that I celebrate the role that Lamar played for this small part in your lives. It's been a distinct pleasure. So with that, I now turn to my official role. By the authority vested in me and Lamar University by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the degrees for which you've been certified, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to those degrees. Now, you have one last test. So in keeping with university traditions symbolizing change, I'm going to ask you to move your tassel from the front right to the front left. Congratulations.
President Evans. We will now continue with the presentation of the graduating class of May 2019, beginning with the College of Graduate Studies and followed by the academic departments in order in which they are published in the program.
Master of Science in Chemistry, Yawin Han. Deshaun Lachey Williams. Master of Science in Computer Science, Sanjay Adhikari. Nelia M. Gurung. Shalini Kusuru. Akash Raj Pokhrel. Bashanta Sharma. Karishma Sirijudin Valani. Master of Art in English, Whitney Joe Shattuck. Master of Arts in History, Ryan Don Romero. Master of Science in Mathematics, Derek Allen Drum. Enoch Kwame Ofuri. Master of Science in Nursing, Carolyn Gale Brown. Yushurio Chopin. Allison Breed Epp. Donna L. Graham. Tracy Elaine Lutz. Bailey Brown Riddle. Master of Public Administration, Michaela Barlow de Villiers. Master of Science in Applied Psychology, Mitchell Thomas Hubbard. Master of Science in Criminal Justice, Adriana Gonzalez. Roman Patricio Gonzalez. Whitney Leanne Guillory. Michael W. Jackson. Chastity Lachey Celeste Jacot. Raven Danielle Leday. Mary Lopez Perales. Brian O'Neill McCulloch. Kirsten LaShawn McDonald. Crystal Elizabeth Odom. Joy Yvonne Perry. Gerald Allen Reynolds. Richard Santi Esteban. James Ray Cyphers. Ashley Nicole Sheehan. Robert L. Smith. Damon Joseph West. Niajar Umesh Kumar Shah. Danish Hasmukhlal Vachani. Sneha Koka. Smit Kirikutmar Modi. Bhavdeep Navadia. Boni Y. Patel. Mohammed Hassan Khan. Bachelor of Science in Biology. Shannon Nicole Adams. Graduating cum laude, Jean-Luc William Baker. Graduating cum laude, Walid Imran Bassa. Lane Christian Francis. Robin Elise Gray. Zachary Taylor Hansel. Tom Don Quinn. Graduating summa cum laude from the Rio Honors College, Kade Anthony Johnson, second degree in exercise science fitness management. Graduating magna cum laude, Taylor Ashlyn Marshall. Jeffrey Martin. Graduating summa cum laude, Rio Honors College, Emily Bailey McCall. Graduating summa cum laude, Bianca Rangel. Graduating summa cum laude, Tiffany Taylor Reasons. Graduating magna cum laude, Bailey Marie Schmoker. Madison Sarah Sykes. Billy Sue Walters. Edmundo R. Zoria. Bachelor of Arts in Biochemistry. Malet Alamayu Gartu. Caroline Adesi Nwandu. Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry. Danny Abdullah. Graduating summa cum laude, I might add. Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Cheyenne Autumn Wilson. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, graduating cum laude, Tara May Benoit. Graduating magna cum laude, Diego Fernandez. Graduating magna cum laude, Joe Hernandez. John Andrew King. Enrique Abelardo Lau. Graduating magna cum laude, Jason E. Miller. Nut Hu Van Nguyen. Graduating summa cum laude, Kishan Kirtikumar Patel. James Manuel Quinones. Zachariah Ian Roberson. Bachelor of Science in Computer and Information Science, graduating magna cum laude, Stephen M. Baker, Jr. Romel Sanchez. Bachelor of Science in Geology, Joseph F. Burns III.
For the Bachelor of Arts in English, graduating in the Rio Honors College, summa cum laude, Robert Charles Adams. María Juana Carrillo Cabrera. Blake Ree Galloway. Graduating cum laude, Aubrey Grace Gill. Lillian Jean Hill. Bethany Brianna Linsby. Kimberly Marie Michelle Snyder. Lacey Cherie Smith. Daniel Joseph Valdez Jr. For the Bachelor of Arts in Modern Languages, Leonardo Samuel Ibarra. Verónica Nieto Martínez. For the Bachelor of Arts in History, Dylan A. Knopf. Graduating magna cum laude, Michaela Gillian McNeil. Graduating cum laude, Alexander Amos Nispel. Isaac Manuel Valerio Barrientos. Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences, Cassandra N. Ayena. Ceteria M. Anderson. Misty Michelle Beatty. Crystal L. Bridgewater. Jasmine Nicole Carter. Zoe Zina Carter. Brooke Ashling Casseter. Arena Lynn Clarity. Brandy Lynn Clark. Lindsay Antley Clark. Shirley Clendenin. Savannah M. Comstock. Graduating summa cum laude, Sarah Jane Elder. Victoria Sterling Fanana. Tonya Joyce Foster. Jasmine Marie Garner. Maria Elena Garza. Morgan Danielle Gibson. Tonya Delise Green. Dwayne Walter Griggs Jr. Taylor Brianna Gillory. Christina Lorraine Jacob. Hannah Jolie Jefferson. Graduating magna cum laude, Jeremy Scott Jimenez. Inisa Jornai Jordan. Brooke Elise Lochner. JC Brooke Lemaster. Allison Beth Lonadier. Burgundy Cheyenne Mason. Tracy Denise Meadows. Rachel Lynette Melanson. Chastity Nicole Morrison. Katie Elizabeth Murphy. Juan Tien Nguyen. Graduating cum laude, Amy Perez. Jacqueline Suzanne Ribby. Kyle Anthony Reid. Mia Alessandra Robertson. Teresia A. Simmons. Christina Ann Smith. Kara Elise Stennett. Holly Antoinette Zwift. Shonitha Marie Tanner. Courtney Michelle Taves. Jennifer Lauren Taylor. Nia V. Thomas. Alexandra Blake Way. Summer Cherie Wendell. Disney Distachier White. Bailey Nicole Wilson. For the Bachelor of General Studies, Miss Nachette Batiste. Alima Olasubomi Bello. James Garrett Bowery. Samuel T. Bumpers. Wendeline Patricia Comier. Taylor Brooke Davis. Detrick Lamont Dodson. Ashley Marie Douglas. Francisco Antonio Elizondo. Graduating magna cum laude, Nicole Marie Few. Sean Kelly Fitzsimmons. Pamela Francis. Nick Garth. Graduating summa cum laude, Cody Neil Gentry. Kimberly Gollihar. Caitlin Michelle Goslin. Graduating summa cum laude, Robin Michelle Heminger. Shayla Danielle Johnson. Shannon Nicole Lee. Carly V. Lewis. Reginald V. Long II. Uriel Quijas Ortiz. Graduating cum laude, Lisette Montemayor. Stacy Renee Moore Leffen. Stephanie Marie Presley. Kaylee Marie Redkey. Taylor Ryan Rich. Tanisha Renee Rivers. Brooke Lacey Salinas. Victoria Michelle Seaton. Sean Sherelle Silcox. Sarah Danielle Stringer. Savannah Marie Thompson. Kathy Marie Wall. Kaylee Elizabeth Willett.
Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Deja Kiana Williams. Rich Vichanak Trin. Jere Gautier. Jared Matthew Long. Jeremy Ian Moorshead. Vanessa Shanae Perry Tees. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Olivia Renee Abraham. Alana Marie Ailes. Garrett Michael Ames. Graduating magna cum laude, Hannah Joy Barnett. Josephine Benavides. Caitlin Nicole Billiot. Jennifer Ufuoma Boje. From the Rio Honors College, graduating cum laude, Kimberly Francis Brooks. Tyra Sherelle Brown. Madison Browning. Hannah Elizabeth Burke. Brittany Alexandria Carson. Caitlin Miranda Cloud. Pamela Leah Collins. Louis Norris DeBarge IV. Timothy James Dublin. Bria Z. Edwards. Barbara Ann Fontenot. Sarah Catherine Funderburk. Jacob Frank Garza. Kendra Cassandra Gibson. Graduating cum laude, Alana Renee Gilcrease. Lauren Ashley Harper. Emily Ann Harris. Gloria Dolores Hernandez. Jennifer Lynn Hinson. Rhonda Lynn Hyatt. Brianna Asuncion Jaime. Mai Phuong Destiny Lee. Lisa Michelle Latoul. Martin Uchechukwu Lewechi. Ronesha L. Lewis, summa cum laude. Natalie Lomeli Esparza. Brandy Michelle Lovelace. Carissa Francis Matthew, graduating magna cum laude. Sarah Marie Miller. Aliyah Gloria Moffitt. Carly Marie Morgan, graduating summa cum laude. Taylor Mariah Morrison. Taylor Grace Murphy. Nicole Nikeo. Inena Onuoha Induke. Brooke Daniel Nolan. Jessica Oseguera. Olayomi Olonode. Ashley New Quinn Pham. Tien Nguyen Thuy Pham, graduating magna cum laude. Tanya Marie Picard. Omar Rico. Aaron Joseph Savoy. Shelby Drew Spencer. Shaquilla Sterling. Emily Ann Streeter, graduating cum laude. Claudia Trujillo. Lauren Brianna Tubbs. JC Renee Vaughn, graduating cum laude. Courtney Danielle Webb. Corey Hannah Werner. Ashley Renee Young. Haley Renee Zampini. Bachelor of Science in Physics and Mathematics, graduating cum laude, Alec Jacob Hudson. Bachelor of Science in Physics, Justin Lee Kirk. Levi Kenneth Snowden. Bachelor of Science in Political Science, William Holman. Crystal Renee Kennedy. Graduating summa cum laude, Emily Renee Lawrence.
For the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Amber Castor. Graduating from the Rio Honors College and summa cum laude, Shakira Janice Fisher. Evelyn Guadalupe Salas. Graduating magna cum laude, Stacy Lynn Smith. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Kayla Rochelle Arrington. Kellen Rashad Bell. Keisha Nicole Broussard. Arthur William Davis. Jalia Jeanette Fontenot. Gabriela S. Gorajeb. Graduating in the Rio Honors College and summa cum laude, Serene Ravindra Kagal. Graduating cum laude, Christopher Dante Lewis. Heather L. Palmer. Kristen Nicole Pipes. Darby Sue Reed. Graduating magna cum laude, Lisa Marie Richards. Graduating summa cum laude, Jacob Daniel Smith. Graduating summa cum laude, Luz Areli Villalpando Martinez. For the Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice, Akila Hanif Wilson. For the Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, graduating magna cum laude, Orlando Alanis. Pedro Amador Jr. Joseph P. Becerra. Kevin Luis Bell Jr. Shayna Catherine Berry. Shelby Sarah Lorraine Beckham. Tracy Lynn Bourgeois. Graduating cum laude, Justin Allen Champagne. Graduating cum laude, Joshua Coleman. Motzel Dadhart Jr. Yvette Dim. Didrik Burton Garner Jr. Graduating magna cum laude, Esmeralda Garza. Graduating summa cum laude, Ashton Rose Gautreaux. Thomas Randall Germany. Raven Rantrice Green. Heather L. Young Groans. Michael Scott Harpham. Michelle Hernandez. Trinity Lloyd Hughes. Naisha Day Jackson. Dinesha Renee McBride. April Marie Meads. Jade Clara Merritt. Graduating summa cum laude, Caleb M. Moore. Wyatt Evan Autumn. Nemdi M. Onubogu. Eric Kamen Prater. Darion Jarrell Randall. Billy Wayne Randolph Jr. Graduating magna cum laude, Monette Rochelle Randolph. Taylor J. Ray. Graduating magna cum laude, Katie Lynn Robertson. Joy Marie Robinson. Jose Joel Rocha. Graduating summa cum laude, Luis Sebastian Rodriguez. Graduating summa cum laude, Edward Sanchez. Meredith Lee Sellers. Saeed Surant. Zacchaeus A. Simmons. Deshaun Lavelle Southwell. Taryn Michelle Thomas. William Louis Thomas III. Weldon Howard Tompkins III. Tiffany Rashan Williams. For the Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Guadalupe Gomez Angeles. For the Bachelor of Science in Sociology, Ana Daisy Alberto. Jessica Lorraine Cabrales. Natasha N. Jackson. Lindsay Sarah Johnson. Linda Christina Jordan. Jessica Lynn Marshburn. Nicole P. Payne. Laquisha Yvonne Scott. Jakira Chianti Spivey. Graduating cum laude, Marisela Zavalas Tobias. Vivian Marie Williams. For the Bachelor of Social Work, Janie Marie Bowers. Kelly Marie Broth. Taylor Annette Britton. Devon Alexander Charwas. Teresa L. Disler. Delaney Erica Kroll. Vanessa Martinez. Lisa Michelle Pierce. Zoe Alexandra Smith. Timothy Joseph Stewart. Emily Caroline Stiles. Thank you. This concludes the 2019 graduating class. Please join me in congratulating our graduates one more time. Congratulations. The Otho Plummer Award honors the baccalaureate graduate with the highest grade point average in her or his graduating class. Would the following graduates please come forward and receive your certificate and check from President Evans? Mr. Danny Abdullah, Bachelor of Art, Chemistry.
Mr. Arthur Davis, Bachelor of Science, Psychology. Ms. Sarah Elder, Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences. Ms. Robin Heminger, Bachelor of General Studies. Ms. Allison Lunadier, Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences. Ms. Tracy Meadows, Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences. Mr. Olayomi Olunode, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Ms. Luz Bialpando Martinez, Bachelor of Science, Psychology. Graduates, today you join more than 97,000 others throughout the world who are Lamar alumni. I would like to take this opportunity to extend to each of you an invitation to join Lamar's Alumni Association. Alumni membership provides continued involvement with the university, networking, and opportunities to help other students achieve what you have achieved throughout your years at Lamar. I encourage you to join this important arm of the university. The Alumni Association has friendly people waiting to greet you, and they will be in touch. Of course, you can always find them through Lamar's website. Please join. Again, congratulations to all our graduates, and thank you to all of our guests for taking part in commencement with us. Graduates, use and share your education to make a difference in your lives and the lives of others. Lastly, I would like to remind you to never forget that we are LU. As we close, please join us and Dr. Serdar Ilban in the singing of Lamar University's Alma Mater.
Lamar, to thee we're singing, voices raised on high. We will forever love thee to the sky. We will ever need thee as our guiding star. To us you'll always be our glorious Lamar.